Hello? 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 How we all doing? How are y'all? Um, nice. Right, are we ready? I think so. Yes, we are. Let me just open up the chat. Alright, we're locked in. We're locked in. Let's go, let's go. So rare. Let's check my lineups, seeing as I have a million to check. Alright. Premier League updated a minute ago, man. See. Doku, Bob, Haaland, Gonzalez, and okay. Ooh, Ain't Nuri. I think I got him in common. Yeah, I think I'm happy with these lineups. I just wanted to capture as many Newcastle players as possible. That's fine. And then for this, we can put maybe let's have a look. Petrovic. Don't. Oh, is Trafford gonna start? I'm not really too sure. So maybe Ruben Diaz and Nuri double stack with. I could just go really risky, go full Man City. Like I could just go Trafford, Nuri, and but then I kind of want to use Dan and Dewey as the midfielder. That would be ideal. Um, where is Yuri? Could just do something like this. Oh, he's only 70%. That's 80% there. I think Kate Nuri will play. I'm not too worried about that. And then Grealish. Not really that bothered about having Grealish. To be fair, I just don't have any other midfielder. Like I would happily stick a Lewis Miley in here. I don't have him though. I don't think. Kamada. Grealish. Yeah. Christie maybe. I think I'd rather have Grealish just because he's less risky. Yeah. It's annoying that it doesn't load all of my players. Hello, Michael. How you doing? Sorry, I'll move my camera up here so you can see it a bit better. Third, uh, third stream in a row. I can't join because of work. Oh no! But at least you're in the. I just realised you're in the Premier League now for the members. Let's go, mate. You made it to the Premier League. Appreciate it though, mate. All good, all good. Did you know if the Daily Will is going to be back? Yeah, it will be back. I don't know when. I don't work for Sorare. I just know it will be back. Alright, let's have a look. There's literally no one else other than check. Popular player, maybe that'll. It's taken so long for it to load. Yeah, kind of have to go Grealish to be honest. Alright, we've got Man City stack with Grealish differential for commons. Then that's all the Premier League stuff pretty much locked in. I think I'm okay with the limiteds. I mean, do you know what might be a good thing for me to do? Is to screenshot what I've got going on here. I'll nuke it, and then I'll see how close I was to building it again, if that makes sense. The same lineups. I think that's probably the smart thing to do. So Division 1, the most important team, we have got Nick Pope in C. Nick Pope, yeah, Pope's definitely the most favourable fixture, although Dubravka against Man U could be a cheeky clean sheet there. But we will go with in-season Pope for now. Livramento. Alright, this is where it gets a bit techie because I think definitely want a Newcastle player. Dan Burn and Livramento are the most nailed, but Livramento usually scoring better as he's a fullback when they do win, that is, or when they are playing well. Bruno is like the only 100% nailed midfielder. Same with Alanga in the attack. So I would have that. And then quite happy to have tough. Jacob Ramsey to start, you think? Debating him? I'll be surprised if he didn't start. I'll be surprised if he didn't start. I think I had him down at 70% in my predictions. Let me just load them. Yeah, 70%. I reckon he'll play. Yeah, should be all good. And then Dan Burn is like, that's like the. This is like the best lineup I think, with like Captain Tino, but then we lose 4% for the Cap 260, which kind of makes me want to throw in. Maybe if I throw in Lewis Miley, would that get me one under? Oh, how about Ramsey? No, that is annoying, isn't it? Literally so close. So I don't know what I'd rather have, like maybe a Barnes here would do it. Wait, 7, 6. No, Alanga's got to be quite low, L15. Yeah, Alanga's actually a little low as well. So let's have a look at the L15s of Dan Burton and Livramento. Okay, so Livramento. Or do I try and get the percentage, or just go with what I think the best stack would be? Because I think this will be the best Newcastle stack, to be honest. It's tough. It's tough to know what to do, really. Unless we went with Barnes instead of Burn. Because Barnes could get DA, like Alanga to Barnes is very doable as well. Still under the cap. So is there actually any player I could put in here that would be under the cap? Because if not, I'd just put Burn in, to be fair. Newcastle. I'm just gonna put that because they're not all loading. I don't know why they're not all loading, but Malik Thiaw. Yeah. Malik Chow. I think Malik Chow is gonna have to be. I think this is the smartest stack, to be honest. And then we can use a classic card that might have more percentage. Or we'll use a classic card anyway, because that makes most sense. So Livramento, 12%. So we could use Livramento's classic, but it doesn't really upgrade. Bruno G, we could use the same percentage as well. Pope, 13%. 13. Okay, so Pope, Tino, and Bruno we can all use. Again, I'm gonna do Tino because we use double defenders here. So I'll probably go with that. Captain Livramento, pray for a clean sheet. Alanga, Bruno, decisive. Could happen. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. The only problem with that is Malik Chow. Like, is he gonna play? That's the only risk there, really. All the rest are playing. It's just whether or not Shah did have concussion or not. But even then. Hello, how you doing? No Alanga cap? Yeah, I could cap Alanga, but Livramento scores so well. Especially if I'm going double defender, I'm really just doubling down on the clean sheet. You know what I mean? Why is Tonali 20%? Has he been gambling again? No, he dislocated his shoulder in the last match. I'm making my return to Sorare this weekend. I've been off for about 5 months. Damn. Preparing a cheeky JPL team. Nice, Con. Good luck, mate. Hopefully you can build a little heater and do well this weekend. Good to see that you're back. Yeah, I guess Alanga could get the armband here. Because so between Livramento and Elanga, but Livramento just does score very well. Especially when Newcastle do well. And if he gets an assist on top of this, you know, look at that, like 30 AA. The only problem with Livramento being captain is if Lewis Hall plays, Livramento's going to go back to right back. But he's getting like 30 AA a game, and he's better. Livramento is better at left back than he is at right back. And if Lewis Hall plays, Lewis Hall will be left back. So Livramento, that's the only thing in my head. Thinking, yeah, Alanga's alright, but he's probably just going to score 60, isn't he? So I don't mind Livramento being captain because he's got very good AA. Just hope that he plays right back and not left back, really. I got inspired by the budget battles. Nice, man. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I try my best to record them as often as possible, but the bad thing about that series is I have to rely on other people. So you know what I mean? If I have to rely on other people to make the content, it's just harder to make. It's like simple, like pretty simple to be fair. Then the second team, like I guess yeah, is it Division 2? We do have two Division 2 teams. Yeah, we do. So this can be our Bournemouth one. I'm just gonna put as many Bournemouth players together as possible because if they do lose, then they're together, so it's okay. And then yeah, makes sense. Could go Tavernier. Yeah, I'd rather have a classic Bruno though. Would rather have a classic Bruno than Tavernier. And then Semenyo. And could go Evan Nilsson. Maybe. If Evan Nilsson fits under the cap, Evan Nilsson could be a good one. Ah, 4. That is so annoying. I wonder if I use is it Diakite? 53? No, it's not gonna work, is it? I'd rather have Truffert then. And then I guess we just go with unless Unless we did go with... Hmm, unless we just went with like a different classic, potentially. Maybe like a... Why does not... It's so annoying that not all of my... Like, they don't load. Do you know what I mean? That's so annoying. I hate that. Because I know I have more midfielders to choose from here, but it's just none of them are loading. This is actually so irritating. What the hell? Could put Miley in there. Not too bothered about putting Miley in there though. And then, can I look at my classics, please? Like Barnes, potentially. Oh no, I'm one under the cap with Barnes. That's frustrating. So it would have to be would have to be Lewis Miley, wouldn't it? Really. If I wanted to do Evan Nilsson and Semenyo, Truffert, yeah, because Truffert could get an assist. If hypothetically, if Bournemouth win, it's going to be Semenyo, Evan Nilsson, probably. And then wait, if I put Tavernier, oh, it does fit. To be fair, I might just do this because it puts all of them together. It puts all of them together, don't it? And if they lose, they lose. What do you reckon, boys? Should go with that. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with that. Could use Bruno G in there, but let's go with that. Go with that. We'll go with that. Morning, looking for food. How you doing? Got into blah, blah, blah. I've got United players. Oof, captained in all my lineups. Ouch. I have a really bad feeling about it. So tempted to buy someone before. Yeah. Any recommendations? Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked in the market, mate. Maybe I'll have a look shortly. 22 people on the stream, 8 likes. Oh my god. Yeah, drop a like, boys. Come on. Come on. How would you set a lineup if both teams played against each other? So hypothetically, Bournemouth played Newcastle. Pretty easy. An entire Bournemouth stack and an entire Newcastle stack. Ooh, Malik Thior's dropped down to 30%. I guess the press conference has said that Fabian Schär didn't have concussion and he might be alright to play next game. That's what I'm guessing. Because yeah, that really did reply that the Fabian Schär start or Malik Chow heavily relied on concussion protocol. So it looks like Schär is available. There we go. Tonali has a chance. I don't think Tonali or Joe Linton's gonna. Yeah, okay. Joe Linton definitely not playing. That's for sure. Yeah. Osula praised the conference with oh yeah. Walter Maid will definitely not start. But yeah, interesting. Hi mate, how's it going? Hello Nick, how you doing mate? Chow not starting. Yeah, Chow heavily. Well, he could still start. It would have heavily relied on because if Fabian Schär was deemed concussed, then he would have to wait 12 days before he can play another game, which is why most people predicted Chow to start. But it obviously has come out that Fabian Schär is not deemed to be concussed, therefore he is available. But that still doesn't mean he's going to play. So to me, this is yeah, that does change my lineup. Of course, I have to take Chow out now, but kind of don't want to use either of them to be honest. Don't really want to use Trippier either. It's a bit of a headache for Newcastle this game week. I might just go with Dan Burn, Livramento, and just not have the 4%. To be honest with you. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this, and then yeah, I think we're which is going to have to take the L on the XP or the boost, which is fine. Hello Nick, nice La Liga stack. Oh yeah, he's got like Yamal on that. He's got an unreal stack. Any ideas on Franjo Inovic for Benfica? Says 70% for this weekend. Franjo for Benfica. Is that the man he used to play for USG, right? There you go, 70%. Happy days, mate. I mean, I don't follow Benfica, so I don't know, but it looks good. Loads of updates, boys. I'm gonna run through them in a second. Do you need five? No, no, Khan. You can use 4 and 1 classic. Yeah. Take a punt on John Arias with Wolves' decent fixtures coming up. And Tran Larson seemed to say taking a punt on John Arias. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently he's all right. I just don't really rate Wolves this season personally. I don't know how many minutes he had midweek. How many who had midweek? I don't know who you're talking about there, Mihai. John Harris? Is that who you're talking about? Oh, or maybe you're talking about Franjo? I don't know. I don't follow Benfica to be honest with you boys. So I have no idea. And then I guess so. I'll have to just take the L on the 4%. Because everyone outside of this is like these are going to be playing 100% nailed. So maybe we just don't take that risk in Division 1. We just go with the players that are playing. And then in divisions in these two, we line up Newcastle stacks that are risky, but in my opinion will play kind of vibe. That's what I'm thinking for the last two. So we use I think that's a good thing to do. So our classics will have to be Pope. Let me come out of this so I can visualize, because then I would have to use the first one would have to be Pope, Livramento, 100%, and then the extra can't be a defender. So it'd have to be Pope, Livramento, and then I'm thinking if Joe Linton's not playing, because in my eyes, Lewis Miley is more of a Tonali, which means it's weird because I think Eddie Howe will want to play Lewis Miley more than Ramsey, but I think Ramsey just suits suits it better. You know what I mean? Because I think Miley's been at Newcastle for a while. He'll be waiting for his opportunity. But in my eyes, like Miley is more of a Tonali and Ramsey is more of a Joe Linton in the way that they play, which then makes me lean slightly more towards Ramsey. I don't think Willock will start because he's just back from a bad injury. So yeah, tough one. Might get a rest if he had 90 on Champions League night. The extra 2/4% bonuses have me changing my teams all the time. Yeah, they're a bit annoying, aren't they, Nick? Because they're like, you want them, but do you? Yeah, it's just the question: do you nuke your team for it or not? I mean, if we're going based like in this scenario, I weirdly think it's just better for me to have 0%, just because Division 1, I don't want to take any risks. Just play the strongest lineup I can. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I could take risk, and I don't even know what risk I would be taking though. Maybe Ramsey would be the risk, but because I don't actually know what I would have to be putting in here for it to be even. Oh yeah, so Ramsey does work, so I could do that. Tough. What would you guys do? Dan Burn or Ramsey with 4%? Oh, Franjo. Okay. Leeds fan here. Good luck on Saturday. I might need it. Yeah. Yeah, good luck, man. It'll be a good game. Both quite attacking, to be fair. So, Dan Burn. Yeah. Yeah, thinking Dan Burn as well, to be fair, boys. Alright, let's go Dan Burn. And then, yeah, I think the last, these two should be... who would you go then instead of Dan Burn? Ramsey then, guys. Ramsey or Miley? Because Miley's like my favourite Newcastle player. It'd be a shame if Tonali does play and Miley doesn't get his opportunity, you know what I mean? So I'm feeling like I want to... Like, so my head is saying pick Ramsey. My heart is saying pick Miley. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I just like Miley. Oh, that's a tricky decision, isn't it? This is nailed. It has to be these two, and then probably Barnes here as well. I think that's yeah. That's pretty much nailed for the first stack anyway. To be them three, and then this one is either Miley or Ramsey, and then the extra is honestly. Oh, we might even have to use both. I don't know. To be fair, we might have to. Or we could use a Sula actually. We could do Asula and Miley. That's kind of what I'm leaning. I'm kind of leaning Miley and Asula here. But honestly, I could. Yeah. This is what I'm leaning. This is what I'm leaning at the minute. And this is 4% as well. And then I'm very tempted to captain Tino again. I just think he is the best captain out of these lot. Saying that though, if this team does well, we do need a decisive from Barnes and Asula. Barnes with a decisive is usually scoring 60, maybe 70 if we're lucky. And Asula's just going to get 60 with a decisive, isn't he? Yeah, he's not going to get much AA. And then Livermento, yeah, I think he's just good. His AA is so good. So I'm thinking that. Oh, decisions. Decisions. Um, yeah, I'm just thinking. It's literally between Miley and Ramsey, and I think I love Lewis Miley too much to not include him. Oh, I don't know though. Ramsey for you, looking for food. I tried to look at it. I tried to look at it that if your teams hit 350 points without bonuses, the 4% is 14 point extra. Yeah, yeah. So Dan Burn is going to give you 14 more points than a potential non-starter. Yeah, Dan Burn is. Yeah, we're gonna go with him for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'd go Miley. Yeah, I think Miley is. I think Miley is the right play, isn't it, Magpie? I love Miley too much. But actually, to be fair, even if we put Ramsey in here, we might not. We might not even be hitting the 4%. I know we do still hit the 4%, not by much though. I'm still gonna go Miley. We love Lewis Miley. We love Lewis Miley. Or saying that, my Lewis Miley actually has a little bit more percentage than Ramsey anyway. So let's go with that. I'm going to captain Tino again. I know that's very risky. I probably don't recommend that to you guys to double captain the same person, but it's Tino. It's Tino. Got to be done, isn't it? Alright, and then Pope in the last one. And then this, honestly, I'm tempted to put Lewis Hall. I'm tempted to put Lewis Hall. I know he's only 40%, but I think he plays, man. I think Lewis Hall plays. I don't trust the prediction on that one. I don't think Trippier will play. I think it will be Lewis Hall. Oh, I don't know. Okay, defender we're gonna have to come back to because I'm in an R, and this kind of has to be Ramsey, I think. Yeah, it kind of has to be Ramsey in this one. And then oh, we don't have attacker though because we've double U. So we would have to dip into. Hmm. Kloiber. We don't have a lot. We don't actually have a lot of attackers. Damn. Have we used double attack on? Oh, two forwards there, two forwards there. Okay. Okay. So maybe we pull Evan Nilsson, maybe, and then put a classic in here just to use Evan Nilsson in the fourth team. Not a great fixture, but or unless we just play Ramsey instead of Asula. Because even Asula himself is risky, right? Ramsey's the same amount of risk. Do they fit? They do fit under. We could do that. But then we're struggling for midfielders. Oh, mate. This is not what you want, is it? I'm in an iron about every decision. Um, unless we go, yeah, an in-season Dubravka to allow us to use a classic somewhere. Because then this would have to be Ramsey. Then we'd have to use a classic forward, I guess. And then probably two in-season defenders, who I don't would have to be. Are we taking the risk on Shaw? It would have to be. Oh, I think it would have to be Haaland. Oh, Shaw's a difficult one, man. This is so tricky. This is tricky. I think I would go like I'm gonna put it in. I don't know. I think Chow might start. Damn. Shaw. And then like, okay, I'm not gonna submit it, but it would probably be that. I'm stuck, boys. Ah! I'm stuck. I hate these game weeks. Absolutely hate these game weeks, man. Um, Pope, Trippier slash Hall, Bruno G, Sula Bonds with a Sula cap. What do you think that should be my? Well, I can't do that. What? Oh, you're saying that should be the main? My shout for first place. Damn. Well, you can't just say Trip slash Hall. You have to choose one of them, Mihai. That's not how it works. That's part of the headache, mate. Do I captain Gabriel Sara or Osimhen in my Gala stack? Gotta be Osimhen, isn't it? Although Sara is a bit of a beast, but yeah, Ossie, yeah, for looking for food. Didn't he go off for concussion? Fabian Shaw, yeah, he did. But apparently it wasn't concussion. I trust Hall starts, yeah, I think he will. Yeah, Shaw did go off with concussion. Well, apparently it's not concussion, otherwise he wouldn't be able to play if it was concussion. Or do I just go in my own predictions and not listen to the guy that's predicting? Oh, and it fits perfectly in the cap. Do I just go off my predictions and screw the other guy? You know what I mean? And if I get it right, I can just be like, ha, screw that guy. Everyone just follow my predictions. Look how risky that team is. Oh my god, look how risky that whole entire team is, man. I mean, it is Division 3 to be fair. Um, I saw Tripp's worst game of the season, who earned his spot back. Yeah, say well on Sorare. Yeah, Trippier did score poorly, but he did actually play pretty well in the game, to be honest. If it's not concussion, go Shaw, but it's a risk. Yeah. Worst game for months for Trip. Yeah, not so, yeah. Well, on Sorare he scored poorly. Yeah, I do agree. I do know that. But he didn't do that bad in the game, to be honest. I think Sorare done him a bit dirty. Same with Alanga. Alanga scored very poorly, but he actually done really well in the game. So like great runs in behind. You know what I mean? Like against Liverpool, what did he score? 33, which is a bit mad. And then Trippier, I know he scored poorly, 13. I'm stuck. Unless we just do. I mean, I do have Bournemouth players I could be throwing in here. Who are like a bit more. You know what? I'm gonna just lock this in for the second. I'd probably give it Lewis Hall maybe, because if Lewis Hall does start, then I'm a bit more of a visual guy, so it helps me when I see this screen. So who am I not using here? I'm not using Diakite from Bournemouth, Senesi, Tyler Adams, Ryan Christie, potentially Kluivert. So I could use all of them in the fourth team, to be fair, and we could just get a 6% if we just done that. So we could just, yeah, scrap the defender headache at Newcastle, put Diakite in here, and then any Bournemouth, any Bournemouth extra, and then that solves that headache essentially, which is probably a smarter thing to do, to be fair. And then yeah, this could be Christie, could be Adams. Yeah, we could go with that. That gives us 6% as well. Maybe we just do that then. Although the only bad thing about this is, yeah, Bournemouth against Spurs is not what you want. But yeah, I guess we could have one 6% team just going out there. Let's go with that. Probably makes more sense, doesn't it? Because then we're not taking the Lewis Hall risk. The Hall and Trippier is so difficult to know. It's honestly just flip a coin. And then the Shaw one is kind of in that same. It is honestly kind of the same vibes. So yeah, let's have a little look at the updates in the Premier League then. For those of you guys that don't have Newcastle, sorry that I've just yapped about Newcastle, but it's gonna happen when I got tough game weeks like this. You know what I mean? Let's have a look. So we have updates in the Sunderland. It looks like Bayanda, Adingra, Talbi. I think it's been that front line all well so far. Ronaldo, yeah, I don't. Or obviously the I forgot his name. Ballard. That's it. Ballard's out injured. Apart from that, everyone else looks pretty nailed. I can't really tell who didn't play. Brentford. I reckon Brentford do well this game. Atara, Sade, Damsgaard, Tiago, Hendo. Yeah, yeah. I reckon I'm gonna go with either a Brentford win here or a draw, but leaning more towards Brentford. Then we have Tottenham, Richarlison, Brennan, Matar Sarr still in the 10, Kudus, Bentancur, Paulinho, Jed Spence, Van der Ven, Romero, Porro. Not much changes there except yeah, not really much change that I notice off the top of my head anyway. Yeah, interesting. And then playing against Bournemouth. Now, Kluivert's an interesting one. No Kluivert in the prediction so far. And Christie is actually on to play, which is good. Because I'm thinking, like, yeah, it's risky. A lot of risk in the Bournemouth team as well, to be honest. Tavernier not even that nailed, so bit of a headache. Bit of a headache all around. Then we have Nottingham Forest. Chris Wood, Gibbs White, Adoy, Endoy, Anderson, Sangare. Yeah, nice team that. Williams, Murillo, Milenkovic. Yeah, that defense is always going to be like that for the rest of the season, probably, unless injuries. Gibbs White's going to play every game for sure. Wood. Yeah, nice Forest team. West Ham probably going to struggle against them. Bowen Wilson doesn't look like he's going to get a look in. But fair enough. El Youth is a bit of a baller for them. I mean, the only players I could be going anywhere near for West Ham, personally, if I had Sorare players, would be El Youth and Bowen. The rest are um, not the best in my opinion. Then we've got Pedro Neto as well, Delap, Caicedo. Yeah, the only risks ever with the Chelsea teams is Estaviao and Gittins. Seems to be a flip of a coin, although Estaviao has been doing well recently, so probably got the edge. And then the centre backs, even Reece James and Gusto is a little bit risky. Then Fulham definitely edge Chelsea in this one, much better side. Although Lukic and Sander Berge are good, good little engine room for them. But outside of that, it's just quite mediocre. And when you compare that to Chelsea's team, you're taking Chelsea all day long. Aston Villa been woeful recently, but yeah, Rodgers, Watkins up top leading the line. Marlon McGinn. It's not the best wide players to be honest. Tillemans, Onana, decent. Imatson finally getting a start over Digne by the looks of things. Mings Konsa, not too bad partnership that to be fair. Matty Cash is not the best either, and Emi Martinez has been a bit shaky. So, yeah, this potential banana skin Villa, and then on the opposite side, Palace been looking really good, although they are away from home, and Villa will be trying to kickstart their season. So, don't get me wrong, Villa will be up for it, but this is the type of game I can definitely see going either way, for sure. Um, Let me catch up on chat. Sorry, guys. Any ideas when cards? No idea. Yo, Dara, how you doing? I have some from last season as well. Yeah, same con, same. Would you go Coyote over? No way. Truffet is way better. Um, what you make? Oh, although the fixture, Tommy, I'd still go Truffet. I like Truffet. He's a really good player. What do you make of the following to add to my gallery? Um, I don't know who Ran is. Gavardiol, Enzo, Semenyo, McAllister, Munoz. Might wait and see if I could stretch the budget and get Xavi Simons over Enzo. I mean, personally, I like Gavardiol, I like Semenyo, I like Munoz. The rest of them, not too sure. I mean, you can get them, but I'm not probably not who I would buy personally. Also, any changes to my lineups for this week when you get a chance? I'll have a look, Dara, shortly. I'll have a look. Right, I've decided I'm going to just take the risk on Captain and Buemo and Cunha in my lineups. Just stuck. Which, yeah, nice, Finley. Although I really thinking Captain and Haaland in the main would be safer away to Brighton. Yeah, Haaland's always a good captain, isn't he? 8 Nuri? I'll run 8 Nuri. Yeah, 8 Nuri's alright. Probably a bit overpriced at the moment. Um, yeah, I like 8 Nuri to be fair. But £30 is just, yeah, that's just a bit expensive in my opinion. But yeah, decent Palace team. Liverpool, Hugo, Verts. Yeah, I mean, don't really need to speak too much about that. Kirkis did have a pretty poor game last game. Bradley, yeah. The defence is a bit ropey. Konate is awful as well. And then Arsenal's like the opposite. It's like the defence is solid. Although I'm surprised Skelly isn't playing over Calafiori. And yeah, decent midfield. Good hold in midfield. They're missing a bit with Erdegaard though, because Erdegaard's like their creative one, their attacking one. They've got like Zubamendi and Rice, who obviously are going to go, up and down. Well, Zubamendi probably sit, but Rice will help on the attacks for sure. But yeah, they do really miss that Erdegaard presence that he's in now that he's injured. Martinelli over Eze is interesting. It makes sense because obviously Eze's only just got there, but in the future that will probably be Eze all day. And then yeah, Noni will do bits, and Gyökeres, yeah, decent Arsenal side. That's a tough game as well. Honestly, I really can't call that one. I would, because I'm, I would assume Liverpool win. I mean, I think that's probably the easy thing to say, but never really know with a game like that. That is a proper, battle of the champions kind of, or battle of the top end of the table. So yeah, tough game. United, yeah, just if you have United players, I'd probably avoid all defenders or goalkeepers. Yeah, and then the main three, Bruno and Buemo, Cunha. Maybe if you could have like Bruno and then Buemo in like a 6%, that might be alright. Like with other players from elsewhere, or like a Bruno and a Cunha, and then a 6% elsewhere. That might do well. I personally wouldn't really go near any of the others, but I mean, it's Burnley. Saying that, Jaden Anthony, very good player for Burnley. Looks very good. Um, yeah, I think people underestimate Burnley a little bit, but they should be fine. Defensively, they're not too bad, to be fair. Um, but yeah, you have to obviously assume Man you'll win that at home with the money they've spent, but you never really know with United, do you? And we got Andre back in the building. So surprised he was dropped last game, by the way. João Gomez and Andre are like the duo. Um, but yeah, he was dropped last game, and yeah, this is a must-win game for Wolves, to be honest. John Arias, a lot of hype behind him. Larson up top. A must-win game for Wolves. It's a must-win game for Wolves. And then Everton, on the other hand, good signings. Don't really look like they've gelled yet. But yeah, should be better now that they at least have, you know, Mikalenko, fullback, back in the building. I think that's their main weaknesses was the fullback areas. So yeah, good. It could be this could be a banana skin fixture. I think a lot of people would assume Everton will win this, but Wolves at home, they'll be fighting for their Premier League status in this match. So it's a type of game I could see ending in a draw, or something like Wolves scraping it, or something like that. Maybe Wolves get an early goal and just sit deep. That type of vibe. Although, again, like I said, Everton have obviously the better side, so we'll see. Then we have Leeds side, big long staff against Newcastle, decent side, but yeah, I mean, the only thing really, their biggest advantage here is obviously being at home. Then we spoke about Newcastle a lot, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but yeah, risks all over the park, really. Risks all over the park. Then we've got Brighton against Man City, and this is the weird type of game you could see that just, yeah, I mean, I think Man City will win this, but never really know. And then yeah, pretty much this is how I see this is how I see the Brighton team all season. Just risks everywhere except Minter, Matoma, Van Heck, obviously the keeper, and I think Belieber would not be a risk either. The only reason he's a bit risky is because of the transfer talk, but everyone else is a risk. How the hell Matt Sweefer is still right back is beyond me. Dunk as well is woeful, so I don't know how long they'll have left in the team. Kuiper should be fine, but 30 will be knocking on the door. I don't know why they just don't tell 30 to play right back, to be honest. Ayari will be fine there, he'll play. Hinchelwood's good though as well, so yeah, Hinchelwood will be knocking on the door to get in this team somewhere. Wherever he goes, he'll be knocking on the door. And then O'Reilly should be fine, to be fair. Rutter unfortunate to miss out, but Welbeck is the man. And then City, Bob looks great, but again, Cherky's knocking on the door. Doku looks like a new, yeah, just so good under Pep. Marmouche again, though. It's always going to be like that. You know, Cherky, Bob, Doku, Marmouche, they're all going to be battling all season for their spots. Bernardo Silva, interesting to see him start, but not surprised after last game week where it looked like Pep really wanted him on the field. Rodri still not starting is interesting, but I guess they don't want to rush him back. Teji obviously great. Ray and Nuri, Ruben Diaz fine. Stones very good. I really like Stones to be honest for this season if he can stay fit. That might be a bit of a deadly pickup to be fair, John Stones. I don't know how much he is on Sorare, but he might be a bit of a sleeper. Bit of a I typed in Sorare to Sorare. Might be a bit of a sleeper pickup for the season, like a top player in a top side. Damn, £6 is very very tempting to be fair. Especially for this game week, I might even just pick one up myself to be honest. £6.45. Do I really need a defender? Let's have a little look. If I need a defender, I'm kind of tempted just to pick him up, to be honest. I think he's a bit of a sleeper. Ooh, over. Yeah, you know what I might do, because Diakite's not got the best of fixtures. You know what? Let's pick up a Stones. I like him. I like him. If he can stay fit this season, he'll have a good one. Mr. Jonathan. £6.45. Go for it. Why not? He'll improve our side. Yeah, but I recommend Stones. Decent, decent. The only bad thing about Stones is that, of course, Gvardiol is coming back soon, so he'll probably take Stones' spot. But at least for this game week, we can use him. Let's get him in the squad for this game week. I do kind of need him right here. Where is he? There we go. And then to be fair, if I just got Tyler Adams isn't really who you want in your Sorare teams because he's a bit of a faulty merchant, isn't he? So if I could just get someone here, woo, you know what I mean. Sorry guys, I'll catch up on chat now. Hi man, could I check predictive for Centruden? Yeah, I'll check now. Bemo, give me a second, mate. Between Paulinho and Gehi, who would you pick as captain? Ooh. Good question, actually. I would probably say Ooh, they're both not great. Oh, Gay's been good recently, though, hasn't he? But I don't like that fixture. I'll go Paulinho, but I would also ask you who else is in your team, Ricardo. I would say Paulinho, but who else is there to pick from? I've gone for Martinelli and Noni versus Liverpool. I think they'll do well. Yeah, fair enough. Roofs, Jacob Bryan, Baliba, Martinelli, and Noni in my budget prem team. Roofs, yeah, could have a good game week. O'Brien could have a good game week. Baliba, yeah, could do well. Tough matchup though. Martinelli and Noni, yeah, that's a decent little side, Mr. Magpie. I'll be honest, it's a decent little side. Although you are largely praying for a bit of a miracle, like in some of the fixtures, but hey, never say never. That's not a bad little team to be fair to you, mate. Good job. Let's go, lad. Hey, how you doing, Nova? Let's be realistic. Leeds win 3-1. Newcastle have not looked good. Hey, man, each to their own opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think Leeds or Newcastle win at the weekend? What do you think about the Leon keeper situation? The current keeper has 2 clean sheets in 2, but has a 30% start rate. Not surprised, to be honest, mate. Luke, I'll be honest, I've not watched a single Leon game, so my opinion is irrelevant, to be honest. So, yeah, I don't have an opinion on that. Sorry, mate. Paulinho, AA Merchant. Yeah, fair enough. Paulinho and Gehi are my less bad cards. Okay, fair enough, Ricardo. Fair enough. I'll probably go Paulinho then, mate. If cheap, you can get Wharton. Yeah, Wharton is good, isn't he? Are you talking to me though? Or are you talking to the chat? I don't mind Morton, to be fair. He's going to be playing, isn't he? Yeah. Maybe. Well, for this team, is that what you're thinking? If you're talking to me, I don't know. I am, to be fair, I could just pick up a cheeky little, you know what I mean? Cheeky little number to replace Tyler Adams potentially. And that could be a good little 6% side. I think I'm happy with the rest. I know this one has 0%, but it's tough. It's tough, you know what I mean? It is tough. Do you know what I'm interested to see? Maybe potentially you could pick up another City card if they're cheap, because City rotation is a bit of a headache, but... Because, like, say if I did get 8 Nuri, I could, like, double up on the City defense kind of vibe, but I'm guessing 8 Nuri is just ridiculously expensive. Yeah, I'm not paying that. Ain't no way, boy. Or the only thing else potentially I could do is potentially find a way to get an in-season classic here. No, an in-season forward here, like an Evan Nilsson, and then I could get a classic like Nuri. But then it means I would have to play Tyler Adams in the in this team. So I could potentially do that. I don't know if I'm that bothered though. To be fair, I might just leave it like how it is. Yeah, I could potentially put Adams for Evan Nilsson in here, and then pick up like a classic Nuri, but it's fine. It's fine. Cunha, Anthony, and Vicario are my. Oh, damn! I'd pick Cunha easily. Ricardo, who in Burnley? Yeah, I'd go Cunha. Yeah, definitely Cunha, Ricardo for sure. Tyler Adams swap. Nico Gonzalez cheap. Yeah, but I just that doesn't sit right with me personally. I hear it with Nico Gonzalez, but that doesn't sit well with me. Because Rodri on the bench, like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna not do that, but I appreciate the advice though. Yeah, fair Grimsby, a tough fixture. Hey, yeah, that was a tough matchup for Man U. To be fair, you've seen the head-to-head. Grimsby have the advantage, you know what I mean? And kind of wild their big purchases were the only ones to miss pens as well. Yeah, or Rico Lewis cheap. Yeah, Rico Lewis is not playing either. I don't think he is. Oh yeah. Oh, he's actually 60%. Never mind. Yeah. Again, I'm not really Rico Lewis. I'd be a little bit more. I'd be a little bit more interested to buy Rico Lewis. I'd be a bit more interested. Potentially could take that risk, but £6 for a guy that might not even play. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, not too sure. Grimsby away always said no from me. Nah. Okay, in fairness, Ricardo, Grimsby's head-to-head is better than Man U, and also I will say Grimsby are set piece. You know, they're set piece like specialists. And what do Man U suck at? That's right, balls into the box because they've got Onana. So honestly, I know they, I know most people would obviously say that Man U will win that game before it started, but so I'm just saying, man. There was there was always there was telling signs that there could be problems, could be problems, but yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna leave it how it is, boys. I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? It's always tricky to know. Don't like Adams though, but he is going to play, and he is going to get me 40 points. You know what I mean? He's going to play, and he's going to get me 40 points. Just a bit uninspiring. It could have been good if I could get my Elliot Anderson, because I could potentially put Anderson, Evan Nilsson, and then put. Let's see. Yeah, should we go with this? We could go with this and... Oh no, we can't. Can't do that. That is the most mixed match team I've ever seen in my life though. What a mess. Just go with it anyway. John Stones or Elliot Anderson captain. Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it? Give it the new signing maybe. Ooh, actually, Ramsey with a good fixture. And you know what? I'm just gonna give it Stones. You know when you just have a weird feeling. Just have a weird feeling Stones is gonna just drop a heater. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense, but the Bravka is not really who I want in there either. But it's fine. Go with that. And then we can put a classic in here. It's fine. Put Bruno G. We'll put a Bruno G in here. He's the safety net. There we go. There we go. Tavernier's a risk, but that's fine. Oh, we got 0% though. Is that over the cap? Is that why? Oh, 5 over. Damn it. Oh, kind of need the 4%. Oh, that's so frustrating. I could put Harvey Barnes. Could even triple up on the Tino Livramento game week. Actually, no, I can't. He's over the score, isn't he? Let's go with L50. Oh wait, I've already done that. How the hell is Lewis Hall L1564? Bro's been dead. Bro's been dead for the last year. What do you mean? Diakite? Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Could put Christie here. Oh, mate. Everywhere I go is just a headache. This whole game week, yeah, is just headache central. Everywhere. Oh, mate. Having Newcastle and Bournemouth for this game week is just not what you want. Honestly, it's not what you want. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I've just got a headache. I've got a headache. I might just put Senesi and just be done with it. Just be done with it. Oh, what a mess. And just go Truffert and pray they get a clean sheet, even though they probably won't. Oh, lads. It's an absolute headache. What a mess. What a mess, lads. What a mess. Nah, to be honest, similar teams as well was always going to be a tightly contested match. Benmo, I've already shown it, mate. Scroll back on the stream. Projected lineup for Midtjylland and Rapid Vienna, please. Oh my God, Rian, you made a fatal error, bro. You didn't say hi first. They might as well put me in goal. And actually, wait. Do you know what? It's actually not a bad shout, Mike. Actually not a bad shout, bro. That's a cool team. Thank you. All right, Flynn. How you doing, Javier? How you doing? You know what? I've had better days. I've had better days. I'll be honest. This is. Yeah, my head's absolutely west. Do you know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm gonna pull up my teams from earlier and just make. Do you know what I'm gonna compare them? Because I did screenshot them before I nuked them. Here we go. So this is what I had earlier. I had Malik Chow. So the only difference I've made there is I've put. Oh, I've used the classic. Oh my God. Okay. Would I actually prefer this? Maybe. Because I can put. Munoz, Messi. That team's better, isn't it? With Bruno, Truffert. Yeah, you'd rather have Bruno than Tavernier in that situation. Okay. So let me just go back to square one here, because that's smart Flynn right there. There we go. Boom. That'll be locked in like that. Oh, I've just closed it. Not so smart. Oh no, I haven't closed it. It is there. All right. So the middle team is, yeah, that's fine. And then this team I had Pope. Well, this one wouldn't work anymore because I had Malik Chow, and we're not really sure. So Burn would have to go there. But then we do have Stones, the addition of Stones. So we essentially so we put Burn here, have the 0%. That's fine. Then Stones instead of Burn. Nah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Then we put Livramento Classic. Miley. Stones? No. Ramsey? Maybe? I think I like these teams better. I think I like these teams better than the ones I had here. Yeah, the only difference I would have to make to these teams is pretty much essentially you've just got Stones instead of Malik Chow. That's pretty much it. Yeah, these teams are better. Alright, you know what? We're going back to square one. We're going back to square one. We're going back to square one. I'm sorry, but we're going back to square one. So I had Pope. I had Tino. Boom. Oh, I did Captain Alanga though. Interesting. Why would I Captain Alanga and not Livramento? Unless I'm convinced Alanga's going to get a decisive. And then clean sheet with Newcastle. Oh, boys! Ah! Livramento or Alanga. I feel like most people are captain in Alanga, which makes me want to do Livramento, you know what I mean? Screw it, I'm going Alanga. Alanga's getting a decisive. Just give him the armband, might as well. We're going back to square one. You know what? I'm trusting previous Josh, and I'm just gonna put Stones instead of Malik Chow, and that is it. Yeah, the rest I'm gonna keep the same. Because previous Josh, he looked like he was locked in. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna trust. I'm gonna trust past me. Except obviously Chow for Stones. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. I don't mind that. How many are we on? Yes, 4%. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The only bad thing is 0% on this team now. And then the last team is just an absolute. Oh, to be fair, we could. This last team is so bad. Holy moly. Yeah, this last team is not good. I'm gonna delete that now. Lads, I've changed my team about 4 billion times. Oh my god. Mate, Van Dijk, you lucky. Yeah, mate, I'm very happy with that. Very happy days. Okay, my bad now. All good, Bemo. I'll show you now, mate. There you go. If you're still here. If you've left already, then that's on you, honestly. Sintruden. There we go, mate. Where's where is the Van Dyke? Did you sell? Okay, do you guys want a mate Van Dyke? Yeah. Do you guys want a disclaimer? Alright, this is what I will say. Let me just disclaimer. The things I upload. No, not left. There you go, Burma. The disclaimer is that the things that you see on YouTube are, most of them are always delayed. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like I have to experience them, record them, edit them, do the thumbnail, titles, descriptions, do everything. Do you know what I mean? So like when I actually get them, is so different to when you see them. Do you know what I mean? So honestly, Van Dyke left my gallery like probably like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I sold him straight away, pretty much, Javier, because I needed the funds for the series that you see on YouTube today. You know, like Rags to Riches and stuff. I need the money for that and whatever, or budget battles and that sort of things. You know what I mean? So yeah. um, they might. That's a cool team. Do you have your common teams for the streaks? Oh, yeah, I play common anyway. Just a bit of fun in it. I need a cheap attacker for Prem in season. What are we thinking? Oh, I'll have a quick look for you, mate. Let me just punt these in quick. 1 second, then I'll have a quick look. All right, let's do this quick. Addison, Adams. Wait, who did I? I've done a freaking. Oh yeah, Ramsey. That's fine. Ramsey, and Asula, and Evan Nelson is what I did have. Do I still want to stick with that? Probably not, but we'll go with it anyway. Could go. Nah. Alright, Asula. We're locking that in. Sure, why not? And then let's just give the armband to. Yeah, sure. Sure. There we go. Locked in. Wait, how is that not. Oh no, it's not 6%. Wait, what did I do different? Sorry guys, bear with me again. Sorry. I swear I had that on 6%, no? Let me just double check. So, oh no, I had it on 4. Fair enough. Alright, we could put Tyler Adams instead of Ramsey to get 6%. But honestly, I like Ramsey more. Let's go Ramsey. What do I need to do? Oh yeah, attackers for the Premier League. Let's have a quick look for you guys. Limited. Position forward. Premier League. Let's have a look. Premier League forwards. Who is a good? Wait, this is not Premier League. This is Champion. Alright. Who would I go with if I had £1 million? No, I don't know the budget here, but I'm gonna start top to bottom. Actually, I'm gonna go cheaper than that. I'm gonna guess you got like maximum 20 quid. Alright. Let's have a look. What's cheap? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, define cheap, mate. Why don't you turn on the match stats on Sorare inside? Too cluttered. I'm just shamelessly gathering user feedback here. Mate, why don't you turn on match stats for Sorare inside? I honestly am not. This is my first season using Sorare inside. Because show match stats because I used Predictify last season, and I have never even. Don't even know, mate. To be honest, I don't even know what that does. So let me have a look. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, to be honest, I don't mind that, but yeah, no, it's decent. But maybe it's because I trust my gut more than statistics sometimes with this sort of stuff. But yeah, this is cool to look at. It's cool to look at, especially in a league that you don't know. Like Premier League, I wouldn't want it for Premier League, but for all the other leagues, I might want it. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see. What does the stats have here? The stats reckon Man U is the most likely to win this weekend. I mean, yeah, let's turn them off. Let's turn off the stats, lads. Had enough of that. That's enough of that. Enough said, really, innit? No, I'm joking. Man, you obviously have a good chance, but I'm just doing it for the troll. Nah, it looks decent. I'll probably use it, to be fair, Ricardo. I just never even noticed it, to be honest with you, mate. But yeah, decent. Virgil van Dijk was solid before was sold before the video was made. Before the video came out, yes, not before the video was made. How is Henderson still being picked for England? Mate, your guess is as good as mine. God damn. Common game mode, good for scouting too, in my opinion. Yeah, sure, sure. Hello mate, how's it going? Hello Liam. Is it not worth using Dango in one of your lineups? I've already sold him, mate. Sold him for 3x. Can't complain at that. Got Sunderland this weekend and probably better. Nope, sold him, sold him, sold him. Got it. No worries, mate. No worries. Nah, not left. So does Nep and so does Nep and he ain't delayed. Haha, GG's though, mate. Nep doesn't upload as much as me, mate. That's my response. that was an easy response. If I didn't upload as much, then you guys would see. Well, I mean, I could do that. I mean, if you guys want me to upload less, then that's okay. Alright, cheap forwards in the Prem. Minter. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. Otara's decent, to be fair. Minter, Otara, good. I usually go for wingers personally. Gordon is actually obviously not playing this game week, but he's going to go lower, isn't he? Crazy. Kluivert, probably not going to play this game week, but pretty cheap, to be fair. Oh my god, I might have to sell my Asula for that much. Jesus, £7.41. I might sell. That's very tempting for me to sell my Asula and then just buy him back in like 2 weeks. Shit, that's tempting. That is tempting. I'm not going to, but that is tempting. Evan Nilsson, not too bad, but is a striker. Barry, kind of the same. The problem with players like Evan Nilsson and Barry is they have to score. Otherwise, I mean, it's ropes. So, yeah. But saying that, Barry's fixture's okay. Evan Nilsson's fixture's not the best, so probably slightly lean Barry if your budget is that low. Although Evan Nilsson's more likely to play than Barry, so swings and roundabouts. Cheaper than that, Fulkrug, but I mean, I'm not exactly dying to put Fulkrug in my teams personally. Yeah, it's not much going on outside of that, to be fair. Most of these are not going to be playing. Marlon potentially. Again, assuming you really don't have that much money. I mean, forwards is always going to be on the slightly more expensive side of things anyway. I think probably the best, in my opinion, would be. See, I would say Gordon, but like obviously you can't use him for this game week. So I still think Wissa. Sorry, Minter. And the only reason I'm going to keep, the problem is I'm going to keep saying Minter, and the only reason for that is because he's pretty much nailed starting the whole season. Whereas like when I look at players like and Utara again, pretty similar. Like these two are probably the best because the only problem I have is I think Gordon is better, but the problem with Gordon is he's not playing this game week. All of the players cheaper than Atara and Minter, they all have a problem in one way or another. So like Gordon not playing this game week, and probably I don't know if he's going to play for England. He might get a game, but yeah, Gordon not going to play this game week. Then you have Kluivert, unlikely to start, probably comes off the bench. Do you really want that? I don't know. But it would be good for future game weeks. So again, Kluivert is not a bad one either. But again, if you're looking for someone that starts and play this game week, it's hard for me to say Kluivert obviously because he's not going to play. Well, he will play. Just don't know if he's going to start. Then you've got Evan Nilsson, could be good, but it's a striker, so you never really know. Tiano Barry, same, but might not play. But striker, even if he does play as a striker, not that favourable of a fixture. So, everyone below Minter and Atara pretty much have there's a but. You know what I mean? Whereas if you say Minter or Atara, there's no buts. They're just gonna play and hopefully they do well. Whereas everyone else is like they're good, but do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'd say for forwards in the Premier League. um, got some. Got some. Worth upgrading from Hall to Livramento. Lewis. I mean, Lewis Hall is a no-brainer. Like it depends what sense, Dara. Like is Hall in a team where everyone else is starting? Then yes, it would be worth it. I mean, if you guys don't have Lewis Hall in your gallery, definitely need. I mean, I was very tempted yesterday. I didn't obviously I didn't do it. But I was very tempted yesterday. To buy every Lewis Hall that was under £10. But then I thought maybe he might even go cheaper. But I was very close yesterday to buying these three. Um, but yeah, I didn't because I was like, there is a way because he's not going to play over international break. So I was thinking there is a way that he could potentially even go lower than this, which is mad. But yeah, Lewis Hall should be either more. He should be on par with Livramento, if not more. And let's have a look at Livramento's price because I haven't looked in a while. Oh, have I spelled his name wrong? I thought it was RA. Is it AR? Livramento. Okay, I'll just type in Tino then. How is his second name spelled? I thought it was Livra, but why is it not showing? Why are you not showing me Livramento? I've got one filter on here that is cooking me. These aren't even Prem players. What the? Wait, I just clicked Prem. Come on, Sorare, work with me here. Come on, you can do it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna refresh the page. Don't know why it doesn't want to show me Livramento for some reason. I was like, wait, I swear I spelled his name right there. I did spell his name right. Or am I being trolled? Livramento. Ah. Mate, am I tripping? Oh, mate, I must be spelling his name wrong the whole entire time. You know what? I'm just going to have to go on my gallery. How is his name spelled? I've got to educate myself. It is spelled like that. What the fuck? I'm getting trolled. Oh my god. Alright, Sorare, man. 1-0 Sorare, 1-0 Sorare. Oh my god, Livramento is 30 quid. Oh, that makes me so tempted. I'm so tempted to buy 100 flipping Lewis Halls right now. Fuck. I might buy all of them. Oh my god, Livramento is £30. Fuck that. Do not buy Livramento. Shit, I didn't know it was that expensive. Oh, I'm so tempted to buy a million Lewis Halls right now. I'm tempted. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, mate. How low was he? This is so. The only annoying thing with him, yeah, is like he just has been going cheaper than this. You know what I mean? He just has been, which is mad. It's mad to think how cheap he was going for. I should have just. Oh well, is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I can't remember what I was doing now. Building my squads. Let me catch up on chat. Afternoon, peeps. Hello, Mike. How you doing, mate? Do it. No, tempted. You know, I'm gonna be tactical. I'm wait to see what his price does, and if it goes up, that's fine. What's your Bournemouth stack looking like? My team one is Petrovic, Dorgu, Bruno G, Semenyo, Dango. Yeah, sounds decent. Sounds decent. Looking to get a Newcastle defender stack over the international break, so leave me one at least. Tommy, mate, don't tempt me. I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy Lewis Halls. I'm not gonna buy him. But Yeah, you know what? If I had like £100 just sitting here in my wallet, then I probably would. But instead, I have £9 and 3 pence, or 30 pence. Sorry, so not going to. How much did you sell Dango for? Did you reinvest into Prem or other lineups? Yeah, pretty much. I sold him. I bought Dango for like £3 and sold him for like £9.50 or something like that. So 3x, we'll take that. He'll go cheaper over international break. That's what I'm thinking, Marius. That's what I'm thinking. Yo, did anyone else not get the streak money for last weekend's rewards? Nope. Well, I mean, I didn't. I did or whatever. I didn't have any problem. So, yeah, this is my lineups. I think. Oh, I don't really need to be taking risks like this in common, do I? Let me just play Petrovic. I don't need to be. I don't need to be taking risks. I don't need to be taking risks in common. Let's be real. Let's be real. Um. All right. Yeah, yeah. Bonds, you're gonna play. Lewis Smiley, you're gonna play. That's fine. Bruno G. Bruno might be worth the armband in this lineup. That's the only thing I'm looking at here. Because I don't know. Barnes surely gets a decisive, but if he doesn't get, he's getting subbed off for sure. Whereas Bruno's not getting subbed off. So you know what? Bruno is going to get the armband for that one. I've got three. I'm using the hell out of my Brunos this week. So praying for a Bruno like to do well. I've only captained him in one team though. That's fine. Livramento, we're using two Livramentos this week. Um, is there a world where? Nah, not really. Um, we could. Nah, not even. The only thing that might make sense here is if I swap Pope and Dubravka, because then we have the like the Newcastle defense together. Um, and if I do that, oh no, no. So we could potentially swap Dubravka and Pope around. Hmm. Screw it. We're going with that. I'm just gonna go with that. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck looking at it forever. Then we have common in League 1, and I'm just gonna. I have no idea about League 1, so I'm just gonna put in. Yeah, I think Nice have a good fixture. I mean, I do kind of know League 1, but not really. But that team looks good to me. Oh god, look at that. Jesus. What a lineup. Militao or Rudiger, guys? Any Real Madrid fans in chat? Fermin, or maybe Fermin doesn't now that he's linked with Newcastle. Maybe that unsettles him, you know what I mean? But to be honest, I don't have anyone else to pick, so can't really do anything there. Ferran Torres, he'll at least come off the bench, surely. And then Romero just as again, a player that should be playing for sure. Alright, we don't have a lot going on in La Liga, so that's fine. Like, my La Ligas to pick from are not the best. I just have Courtois. That's about it. Then Bundesliga, we actually have a lot of Bundesliga cards, although my keeper is terrible. Oh, saying that, yeah, against Leverkusen I'm alright. Orban should be fine. Yeah, he's gonna play. Lima's not really who I want to pick either, but don't really have that many good midfielders, so pretty much locked him in as well. Aye. Aye, aye, aye. La Liga Limited, let's have a look. how we're getting on it. Oh my god, what a headache. What a headache. Um, Yo, glad I made it. Hello, Furison. Getting the Sorare retweet going mainstream, fella. Yeah, Sorare have retweeted a few of my stuff, so I appreciate that from Sorare. Absolute legends. But yeah, if you guys are here from that, then I appreciate you leaving a like. You know, helping the. There's the thing, yeah, is my streams um, my streams generally do well in terms of like people chatting. I never look at the numbers. Like I don't know how many people are watching right now. I don't know how many likes I have or anything like that. I only look at the chat. And also my phone is like pretty much it's not switched off, but it's like down to the side here. Like you can't even really see it, but yeah. So I don't really look at my phone or anything. So if you message me whilst I'm streaming or I get retweeted or whatever, I just say pretty much if you guys could do me a favor, retweet the stream, like the stream, just helps the algorithm, push out to more people, whatever. Like I said, I mean, like you say, I am just a small creator in the space, and I'm working my hardest, you know what I mean, to try and just be as big as possible with you lot, you know what I mean, with the community. So I always judge my streams based on the chat. So if you guys are here just chilling and you never really type in the chat, that's completely fine as well. But yeah, appreciate you guys stopping by, and yeah, if you could leave a like, I would really appreciate that, and retweets or whatever. But yeah, thank you to Sorare, of course, as always, because Sorare they do drop me the odd retweet, and the thing is, Sorare, this is why I'm really motivated to keep doing Sorare content, is because Sorare's always supported me, even since before I even had 1,000 subs on YouTube. They were, supporting me, giving me like graphics and retweets, and yeah, they were just lovely. So I've always really enjoyed making content with Sorare. And yeah, we'll continue to do so until no one watches me anymore. There you go. Or whatever. Yo, glad I made it. You aren't doing lineup build vids anymore. Oh, interesting you say that, Furison. The problem is, Furison, there's two things I will say to that. First of all, when I did do budget builds videos, they're actually the worst performing videos on my channel, so I assumed people didn't want to see them. Second of all, if you don't comment and let me know that, then I don't know that that's what people want to see. Third of all, I am actually doing a video kinda like that on. It's going to be dropping on Tuesday. So if you guys like budget picks or like players like that, obviously the members get it every week anyway. But I'm going to be doing one for non-members on Tuesday. How have you got that much in luck in common packs? Mine have been. Oh, Liam, I have the strategy for common. Now that common, do you know what? I'm going to tell you guys my strategy for common. Now that common actually. So I haven't been bothering telling people because common, no one really cares about common. But if you guys are actually interested in how to get. Maybe that should be a video. Maybe I should do this as a video as well. But how to get the ultimate common strategy. Oh, that should have been my video. Should I do that for Tuesday instead? But yeah, it's actually it would be a pretty bad video to be fair because there's not much about it. But pretty much what you have to do is you go to the store with your common essence. You wait for the bench warmers to come up here. Whenever there's a bench warmer, just buy 1,000,000,000 bench warmer packs, and then pretty much you just wait for them bench warmers to then become starters or player whatever, and then you just come and discard them for more than 5. So everyone you get in a bench warmer pack is 5, okay? And then pretty much all you have to do is wait until they start, and then they just go up, and then you sell that common essence, and then you buy more bench warmer packs. For example, I've done this for Rico Lewis. I had like 7 Rico Lewises that were all 5. He played one game, went to 60. Paul Wanner actually sold this week. I had 7 Paul Wanners. He went to 200, sold them all. And examples here of what you could have done yesterday. I think the Premier League bench warmers were yesterday. I don't even know how many 8 Nuris I picked up, but 8 Nuri was in the bench warmer packs, so you can get him for 5. Obviously, he's going to go up beyond 5 after this weekend. Gordon was in the bench warmers, so I got a few of them. Who else is in the bench warmer? Cole Palmer. I got loads of Cole Palmers in the bench warmers. yesterday. I think I've got 3 or 4 Cole Palmers. Yeah, let me just go through the cards that were in bench. These are bench warmer packs, by the way, guys. So I got Gordon for 5, Palmer for 5. Who else have we got? Saka for 5. I think I got a few Sakas actually. Who else have we got? This is just the forwards, obviously. But Saka again. I don't know how many. Another Palmer. So pretty much whenever Saka, another Gordon. Pretty much whenever another Palmer. So whenever they play, I'm just gonna sell them, obviously. And I think that was it. But yeah, pretty much you just have to wait for them to actually start. And it just works for all players that are just not going to play this game week, pretty much. Because, yeah, I don't know why, but... Because, for example, Saka and Palmer are not on to play this game week, so they're in bench warmer packs. Erdegaard as well is a big one. I got Erdegaard a few times. Of course, he's not on to play this game week, so he's only 5. Another Erdegaard. McAllister as well, another Erdegaard. So yeah, essentially, I just open a million of them, and then when they actually do play again, you just sell them another Erdegaard, Madison. I've got loads of Madisons, but of course Madison is out for the season, so Rodri was in a bench warmer as well. Although, so I could sell Rodri right now for 125, but I actually just like having Rodri in my gallery, so I'm going to keep him. But yeah, that's an example. Grealish as well, was it? Pretty much everyone in my gallery was a bench warmer at some point. So yeah, the only problem I have is I've only managed to catch the Premier League and the Bundesliga bench warmers, as you can see. I need Liga and La Liga ones to like catch up with the Premier League and stuff. So yeah, but now Common actually has a purpose. You guys can maybe start to do that just to build your common galleries up. Why not? Why not? Why not? Eh? You haven't been Garassi, Julian Alvarez, Caicedo, or Amari for this game week. Sorry, Tristan. I've only just seen your message. I'm gonna catch up with chat now. Probably Alvarez. Hey man, can you maybe hey man, can you maybe use Jorel Hato? I'm not really. I don't know. I don't really know what you mean by that. Sorry. Rudiger is set to start. Oh, okay. Is he? Let me have a look. Thank you for the update. Oh, you think so? Rudiger or Militao? Not sure. Not sure. Tough. You reckon Lewis Hall starts this week? I don't know, Dara. Hard to say. Flip a coin. I personally think he will, but I don't know, man. It's really tough to say. Really tough to say. He can't because Sorare data is down. Oh, we're talking about lineup build. Okay, building for other people. Okay, yeah. Would you please be able to show the lineup predictions for these teams? Just a quick glimpse, and I'll pause and see. Okay. Can you show me Hibs? Oh my god, so many lineups. Okay, let me do these quick. Hibernian for Liam. There we go. Yeah, if you guys are on YouTube, do me a favor and screenshot or pause just so I can go through them quickly. That's Hibs. Burnley. There we go. LJ. There we go. Galatasaray. There we go. Galatasaray. Ooh, clicked off it a bit quick, but hopefully you got there. And Sanfrecce Hiroshima. There we go. And last but not least, set it. There we go. Defo, that vid could pop off, or which one? I can't remember there. The budget, the one I plan on doing on Tuesday is budget. Kind of the same as the members video. If you guys watched the members video last week, But for everyone for this Tuesday. Maybe in the next Tuesday video I could do the common one. Maybe. I came first in Prem Common this week, and out of my 1,000 essence, I got no one decent, I swear. I'll tell you what, Liam, I got about 17 Cole Palmers and about 407 Sackers, so I'll take it. There are streaks in common now. Yes, there are, Joe. Do these benchwarmer packs come out daily then? I hardly ever see them. I think I really don't know, Liam. I just log on and look. I know they were there. They were there yesterday, but I literally just come on, check. If they're not there, then I don't buy anything. That's just what I do. I don't know. Best classic goalkeeper, 10-15 quid for Team 4. Really CBA to buy an in-season goalkeeper for Team 4. The common one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. If people, I don't really know what else I would say in the common video though, other than the strategy. It might do well, to be fair. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe, you know what? I'll do that next Tuesday. Maybe. So it'll be out during international break. Maybe. Um, might be a good idea. Let me put it on my schedule so I remember. Um, Tuesday. Wait, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. We are good. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday would be. Can't remember what I said I was gonna do now. Best common strategy. There we go. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. Hey. Alright, there we go. Added it. If you guys have any, yeah, in the chat, if anyone has any other suggestions for videos and things that they want to see, then do let me know. Do let me know. I'm happy to make them if it's what people want to see. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, budget goalkeeper. Let's have a look, Dara. But you don't want a classic. You want a classic for £15? Probably get quite a good one. Premier League position goalkeeper. Can I see the HSV? Yeah, of course, man. Hamburg. HSV. Oh, doesn't want to give me that one. Hamburger. There you go, mate. Ooh, don't pay. They might do something for common next summer with World Cup, hopefully similar to Euros. That was so fun. Yeah, probably. Thank you, Flynn. Really appreciate it. Have an amazing game week full of awards. Thank you, Furyson. You have a good one as well, mate. Appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like the video or like the stream. Wonder what you're going to go with. What would I do? I would have Fernandez, Miro, Capaldo, Dompe, and how do you say the name? Elfadli? Crazy, bro. Alright, sorry, budget goalkeepers. Let's have a look. Keep getting distracted, Dara. Keep getting distracted, mate. Alright. So, Verbruggen, Pope, Henderson, Petrovic. Wow, Sells that's actually surprising. How is Sells the same price as this? Wait, what the fuck is happening there? How is the Nottingham Forest keeper cheaper than the Sunderland keeper? Fucking hell, people lost their heads. Um, I would say, yeah, Manson you don't really want. Edison. I would say Perry's reasonable. Leno's not bad either. I would say if you go and cheat, nah, it's got to be Matt Sells, isn't it? Yeah, Sells is he's just the best for that. Yeah, yeah, Matt Sells. Matt Sells for sure. I'm surprised he's that cheap, to be honest. 12 pound. If you don't like Matt Sells, then probably Petrovic. Or yeah. To be fair, Henderson, or to be fair, whoever you prefer, Henderson or Petrovic, they're kind of the same. But for money, I think money-wise, Sells is the best value for money out of all of these. And then to be fair, Petrovic and Henderson just depends on who you think will do better this season, Bournemouth or Palace. But also, at least Palace do have midweek utility. So if that's something you're looking for, then maybe Henderson, because you can use him for midweek as well. um, cheers, mate. Europe utility too. I have an in-season Henderson too. Yeah, Matt Sells is kind of a no-brainer though, in terms of like price and stuff. There, out of all of them, yeah, definitely. Matt Sells is a no-brainer for that, for sure, for sure, for sure. Hello, Alf. How you doing, mate? All right. Let me lock in real quick. So, first team done. Second team. Just Senesi I don't really like, but the fixture's so shit it doesn't really matter. Stones, Pope, Bonds, Money, yup. Draftkart, Ramsey, Evan Nelson, Asula. Yeah, that's fine. Common is fine. They're all gonna play, so well, Ainer is the only one that might not, but I think he will, so it'll be fine. League One, fuck knows. Might want to check that to be fair. And oh, this is a good time for me to use Sorare Insights. Fantastic. Oh wait. Oh, I got some comments or replies to my comments. Nice, good, because I commented something. Um, Everything is fine with Rabba. He was substituted last game to restructure the team after Gaia's red card. If you mean so he wasn't injured. Okay, okay. So that means that potentially we could use. Okay, thank you. That is good to know. Good to know. I don't know why I have 3 notifications for the same thing, but so that actually could change my La Liga lineups because I thought he was injured. Obviously, he's not. Well, it's really annoying. Thank you. Now using Sorare Inside's great show match stats, I can I can scout the leagues that I don't follow so fondly and see which statistically is the best team to go for in my common lineups. Do you guys want to see cool stats too? Be sure to use code Flynn is the best at checkout for a 100% discount. Real Madrid, Barca. So I have let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Course, we'll have a look. So we've got Leo Roman, absolutely great fixture for him playing Real Madrid. Nice and easy, clean sheet for him. 10%. Enough said. So our choice really is Pepe or Rabba. Because Pepe has a game against. Where are we? We have a 1.4 xg with a 41% win chance. Not bad. whilst Valencia have a 45% win chance, so slightly more chance that they're going to win, however, a lower XG. Ooh, but they're at home. Ooh, how good is Getafe's clean sheet record? 3 point. Ooh, muy interesante. Who would you guys go with? Oh, maybe though, if we use Rabba, does he get us that 6%? Because if he does, oh, he doesn't. Uh, God, I'm sick of these. I'm sick of these lineups this game week, guys. I'm telling you, like, I'm just getting headache after headache. Let's have a look at Sevilla. Sevilla updated 8 minutes ago. We have Sawazo and Alfon registered. Very difficult. I've read that already. That's why the low percentage not registered. All right. So nothing's actually really changed here. It says updated. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look at. Will Odi Aziz for sure be the starter when he's ready? I'm not sure, but Nyland's last game suggests that is yes. I like that. I like that. Alfon is registered, and he looks fit and ready to go, which is a great purchase from me. Highly recommend, guys. If Alfon is still cheap, might be a good pickup in the La Liga competition if you guys play it. If we go Rosier, oh, we are one. Oh my God, we are one under. We are one under the cap like this. With container Rosier. Unless we went with, well, we could go Ilias, but fixture's not that great to be fair. Tough. Alright, so probably just keep it how it is, to be honest. I'll probably just keep how it is. And then this team, yeah, is just a throwaway anyways, so that's fine. Eredivisie, oh no, my captain's down. Alright, so yeah, using the stats helped us out a little bit there, but I'm not going to change it just because it's kind of the same, you know, same thing really. Pepe 90% as well, and Rabat 80%, so slightly leaning more towards Pepe. And then Eredivisie. Thank you, Finn. Hello, cheers, mate. European, I have it in season Henderson too. Nice, great shout for this. Great shout for the HSV stack, but don't buy them in season. I would change Capaldo for another defender, but the rest looks tops. Nice. How much did you pick up Malero for? Decent player. £5. £5. However, saying that, I've no doubt that he's probably gone up in price. Yeah, he's £8 now. They're slightly more expensive. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. £8. He'll probably be £5 over the international break, so probably buy him then. Buy him when he's back down. Don't bother spending the extra £3 just to get him in this game week. Don't do it, guys. It's not good for your health. Ajax, why are we lowering my captain? But this is, can I just say, yeah? Can I just say, if anyone from Sorare Inside is watching this, or you're a predictor on Sorare Inside or anything like that, this is beautiful. This format is beautiful. Can we just use this format on all of them? Because look how beautiful this is compared to like the city one. I mean, the only thing that is annoying me here, because I know my OCD is my OCD. This should be a capital U, just because it's annoying me. And there also should be a sub header for the starter. Um, but this is very nice, you know what I mean? And there should also be a space, an enter right here. But yep, that's my OCD for you. Okay, so he's saying being pretty decent but very inconsistent when Satulu or Itakura returns. He probably returns to the bench. Makes sense. Um, Itakura could be the move. He could be one to look at, couldn't he? Itakura. Wonder how he's probably very, very, very expensive though, isn't he? Itakura. Let's have a look. Itakura. Very expensive, right? Oh, that's actually not as expensive as I thought it might be. £16. How about the other defenders for Ajax? Not too. He'll be too expensive, Bass. How about this man? He'll be lower actually because he doesn't even look like he's on to start. Well, 60%. I'm guessing he's going to be like a tenner, 8 quid. Wow, even cheaper. Damn, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so maybe I will change the captain for my Eredivisie team if my guy's only at 70%. It's a bit annoying, but headache everywhere. Everywhere's a headache. Everywhere I look is a headache. I remember I was telling everybody to buy Maleros. No one was listening, and now they are thinking to buy him. I'm watching Sorare Inside Developer here. There you go. That would be great. Yes, Geordie does an amazing job. Yeah, I would say just I hate to keep digging him out, but the Man City one is definitely the worst. Like that is hurting my soul just looking at this. Like even if to the point where like say if I'm an admin or a developer or whatever, I would hate to tread on people's toes, but in this instance I would have to. Bro, even if I'm just going in there and pressing the enter bar a couple of times, like it just hurts your eyes this much info. Like the only people reading this are literally people who have Man City stacks. There is no way I'm reading that. You know what I mean? It just hurts. Hurts my soul. Newcastle one's alright. It's alright. It's still not the best. There's definitely one in the Premier League that does it really nicely. Yeah, it's okay. Like it's okay that one. Like it's not like, you know. But I'm telling you, that Man City one is a sackable offence. Like yeah, I mean these are a bit like it's not. Do you know what you should have? If I was say if I run Sorare Inside or if I was the guy that was like the lead whatever it is, I would say to all of the predictors, this is a template that you have to use because then it looks a lot cleaner because all of them are like for example there I've just clicked on like 5 or 6 different teams and everyone is using a different template. If you just say to all of them this is the template, use this, like so that they don't have to change too much. Maybe like for example even if you just used the Ajax one as a template and they all had like let me just load up for example, they all like each there was a subsection for each of them and you say to them like you don't have to fill this out, like for example like you could just give them this subsection and be like you can put whatever you want in the subsections, like these are the subtitles or these are the subheadings and then fill in each subheading, but no subheading should be longer than 2 sentences or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, because even here, like he split up well, because like general info, last game, updates, like it's just nice, isn't it? This is nicer than, and then each position as well. Like it's just nicer, because then there'll be people that just own like one player from this team, like me. I'll be like, oh, left back. I just want to see the left back. You know what I mean? So just give everyone same template, and then it's nicer for everyone else that uses the website. But I will say, do you know what I absolutely love about this website that Predictify didn't have last year is the ability to type. I love that because I can just type in who I want. Like this site is sick. Don't get me wrong. I'm just being nitpicky. You know what I mean? I'm just like trying to, just find holes in something that is obviously very good. So, yeah. um, Bournemouth have been Bournemouth have been great for utility for from the cheap £1 players. They're so yeah, yeah. That I know, Liam. I know. Neto, Billing, Sinisterra, yeah, Hamad as well. Yeah, so many of the Bournemouth players that are like that you would use for collection bonus have gone elsewhere, which is so great. I think though, Liam, I have accidentally sealed my I think I've sealed my Hamad. Do I need to unseal him? Where has he gone? I can't remember. Let me know where he's gone because I can't actually remember if I need to unseal him or not. I haven't looked into it too much. Hi Josh, I'll tell you one player. Just shortlist him and keep an eye on him. Thank you. If you've sent it to me on text, ABX, I'll reply after the stream, mate. But I appreciate that. Thank you. What budget keeper you think is good for Eredivisie? €15. Oh, I'm the wrong person to ask, Bass. Maybe someone in chat is a bit more of an Eredivisie expert. I'm not an expert in Eredivisie, so I'm sure someone can let you know. Yes, I'm with you. The content is good, but could use some better. But yeah, I mean, it's like anything in it, Ricardo. Like anything in life, can always be improved. Like my channel or whatever, content I create or whatever, can always be improved. But it's like with anything in life as well. It's especially things like this where it's like if you have like for example my YouTube channel predominantly is just my eyes looking at it, but then the second I get one of my mates to have a little look at something, because I do this quite a lot with like thumbnails and stuff like titles, that sort of stuff. I'll be like, oh mate, what do you think of this, or what would you do here, like two brains better than one kind of vibe, you know what I mean? So that's how like things are always going to improve and be better, because it's like the more people that work on them, the better it'll become. You know what I mean? Any reason why Deschamps is on 30% for Leon? Had two solid games and he's injured. Yeah, the goalkeeper. We had this conversation earlier, Wetters, about the goalkeeper. It's back on 70 now. There you go. Flip flop, mate. Flip a coin. Hello, Theodore. How you doing, mate? Haven't seen you in a while since last season. How's it going, mate? How's the cards? Have you got any cards for this season? AZ, PSV. Okay. What was I gonna? I don't even remember what. Oh, Utrecht. That's what I was looking at. So the stats on Utrecht, we've got a 45% win rate over. So 45%, that's decent. I'm looking to see who else I should captain here, to be honest, guys, because my captain is only at 70%, so not ideal. 20 with a really good fixture, and then we have Feyenoord, who should be a very good fixture as well. 54%, yeah. So I'm probably gonna be safe and just put it on the classic card in this instance because my man is on 70%. So let's play it a little bit less risky with that one, although, because then he could potentially come off the bench and, yeah, won't be the end of the world. Contender, I don't even remember. Do we have two? Oh, yeah, we do. So we have Vogt. Not really sure what's happening there, so let's have a look. Vogt is ruining my life right now, and that is for Bochum, I believe. Let's have a quick read up on him. Kevin Vogt. Okay, so Vogt missed a penalty. He's taking penalties? Oh my god, I didn't even know that. Vogt is on penalties. That is what? Why the hell is the centre back on penalties? Okay, so wait, he's being dropped for missing a penalty. That's outrageous. Wait, are we actually? Wait, hold up. Wait, Vogt and Barrow are QST, so lower there. What does QST mean? Questionable starting time? I don't even know. QST, anybody? Anybody help me out here? Yes, there are some subsections. Team analysis and injury and extra, but they are free. Yeah, fair enough. Thanks for the feedback. No worries, mate. My God, Grealish price is. Oh my God! See you later, Grealish. If you've got Grealish now, sell him. 40 quid, goddamn. If you're still help, no, I can't do that anymore, Theo. No Sorare data, unfortunately, mate. Got him before last game week for 12 quid. Yeah, that's mental. He's gone to Marseille. Wait a few weeks and see if he gets solid minutes. Okay, I'll have to unseal him then, Liam. Thanks for that. Billing, yeah, I know. Yeah. So Billing, I know Billing has gone to Midtjylland because I'm going to use him in my series for sure. Memphis, yeah, Championship. Yeah, I've got Memphis in this one as well. This contender team is mainly just put out for XP because I don't even think Sinisterra's gonna start. But yeah, we just put that one out there anyway. Although I am now looking at Vogt and thinking maybe we put Linus in there. But the only problem with putting Linus in there is the one, we go over the cap 260, and two, he's playing against the forward. Do you know what I mean? We could go like this again, but we're over the cap. Do we do that? Oh, Vogt is ruining my life here because it was meant to be Vogt here instead of Colin. Oh, but that would have been too easy, wouldn't it? It was meant to be this, but nothing in life is ever that easy, eh? Because I can't do that. I can't do that because Vogt. Oh no, nightmare, nightmare. Um, Billing. Memphis is now. Yeah, no channel. Honestly, it's a solid start. Favorite France 2. Damn. I don't know if I have that one, Liam, because I haven't bought every single Bournemouth card. I actually have to quickly have a check. Let me do it on a different page though, so I remember to come back to that. He's the French midfielder, isn't he? Oh, if he goes as well, honestly, Bournemouth was such a good purchase if I do have him and he does go. Can't see him unless I've sealed. Oh yeah, I've sealed him, so I have to unseal him as well. So I've got these two, but I have to unseal them if they do go. QST is questionable. Oh, damn it, damn it. All right, because in my eyes, Vogt. I'm really surprised Vogt isn't. I mean, I've got to trust. I'm trusting this dude. So from my perspective, obviously, I'm thinking he's starting, but this guy obviously knows more than me, so I'm gonna have to take him out, and I'm gonna have to. And then it's just a question of whether or not because I don't have another forward. It has to be literally just this extra. Because I could either put Vogt and go double Bochum defense like that, or I can just put Tom in there and be safe. Linus doesn't really make sense, does he? Tom or Vogt? What do we think, guys? Help me in the chat if those of you guys have any idea about anything. What are we going with? Tom, 90%, no 4% though, or 60% Vogt, double defense, under the cap, bosh bosh bosh. What are we thinking, boys? What are we thinking? Um, NL from Feyenoord can get easy yellows. Yeah, for sure. Shaw is available to play this game week. Yeah, I would not risk that if I was you. Palmer is out. Yeah, Brentford seemingly made an offer for Veerman from PSV. Ooh, interesting. Hi Josh, a lot of people I asked about Sevilla keeper, and they think Nyland will start this week because they've registered with an alpha on his back. Yeah, yeah, I haven't got Odi Aziz in that. Don't worry about that, mate. Well, he is, but he's in the second team, and that's okay. So I'm not using him. Don't worry, mate. I'm not using him. Thank you though for letting me know. I watched Elfsberg last week as all Bundesliga 2 games are free on YouTube now, and I have their defensive stack. But Conte, you've got looked a menace. Yeah, I've heard personally, Liam. I've heard that Elfsberg offensively are very good. But I haven't watched the game, so I don't know. I have Vox, and I'm starting him in mind. Damn, no way they drop, no way they dropped their new marquee sign-in centre back just for missing a pen. Yeah, that's my fault. No way. He's just that was my kind of thought as well. Is like, how is he gonna get dropped for missing a pen? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, you know what I mean? Why is he? My thought is, one, why is your centre back taking a penalty? Two, how are you going to drop him for missing that penalty? Get your flipping strikers to score. That's their fault for not taking it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Anyway, but then I'm thinking maybe I just captain. Maybe I live and die by the Voct. Because if I'm doing this, I've just got to live and die by the Voct. I feel like, you know what I mean? Because he's either going to start and they're going to get a clean sheet and I'm going to just cook, or how good is this? How good is this Schalke fixture? You know what? Let me use the great match stats on Sorare Inside to check how favourable that fixture is for Schalke. 36% chance of winning. Say less. We live and die by the Voct. We live and die by the Voct. Come on, let's go. And then, yeah, this team I know is cooked, so that's fine. And then the Liga, let me just double check, because, yeah, Odi Aziz, that's fine. This team is going to get cooked. But ABX, this is my La Liga, locked in, I think. The only thing I'm debating is, well, I guess Rabat or Pepe, but an Alphon. Every lineup, Premier League, La Liga, like every lineup I have this week is just a absolute headache. It is an absolute headache everywhere I look. Like, there's just, I'm gonna get DMPs. Like, it's just gonna happen. It's just where do the DMP, where do they come in? If I don't get a DMP this game week, I will be mind blown. Sevilla 29%. I mean, it's not that favourable, to be fair. They are idiots. How can a defender shoot? Yeah, it's stupid, isn't it? It is stupid. It is stupid. Yeah, I think I'm. Yeah, the only thing I could do here to change it would be potentially trying to get 6% on the first team. But to do that, I would need to get rid of Catena, probably for Rosier, and I'd probably need to get rid of. Or to be fair, oh no, Rabba doesn't do that. Yeah, because we're one off. So this is a lineup I could would do, but I'm literally like, if this was 6%, I'd definitely be tempted to do this lineup. But because it's just one over, unless I do that. Do you know what I mean? I could do that, but I feel like it's a bit of a downgrade, you know. And then, yeah. So either I could either do this, or just have Pepe and Catena like that. Which is, I'm slightly leaning towards that one, to be honest, because Pepe could be a bit of a problem. Catena's just gonna score well, even if they concede, he's gonna score well. And then Imar, yeah, Imar stays, I think. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Contender, champion. Okay, we need to redo the champion teams because we nuked our Premier League sides. So let me nuke all of them. Let me quickly check All-Star as well. So this is fine to go out. Yeah, that's fine. And we will nuke that for the time being. Alright, let me... Champion? What a headache, guys. What a headache. Alright. I'm sure there's a lot of other people also having headaches this game week, but you know, it comes around. Some game weeks are easier than others. Nick Pope in a classic kind of hurts. I wish I could squeeze him into an in-season, but I just think there's no way. There's no way. Let me just double triple check. Because I could put Pope for Dubravka, but then I don't have Tino. Shuffle of defenders doesn't really work. Yeah, pretty much Trippier and Hall are killing me there. Because I could risk in the fourth team. Say I could play Lewis Hall, just go in my gut, and then have classic Pope. I could do that. I could do that. Like I could have this, go with my gut, Lewis Hall, boom. And it is, oh my god, it is literally one under. Fuck, why did I do that? Oh, lads. Fuck. Oh, I hate my life right now. Every lineup is just pain. uh, Championship is contender now, not challenger anymore. Yes, I know. I know. I have a championship player in my contender team. You able to show Kaiserslautern? Yeah, of course. Oh, this is actually kind of tempting me to do this now because Hall is gonna come off the bench, isn't he? But then maybe I just throw the armband off, like, because I kind of want to use these. And Dubravka's playing Man U, not that favourable. We don't have the multi-club thing anyway. It's Division 3. Might just risk all. I'm actually just gonna do that. Is that stupid? Because I feel like Dubravka's just gonna score poorly anyway. Fuck. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked, guys. And then we could go Livramento instead of Bruno. Who's gonna score better, Bruno or Livramento? Probably Livramento. And then Bruno isn't so, we're not so reliant on Bruno doing well. Oh man, I'm nuking it. I'm nuking everything. Oh my god, what am I doing? 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 I think I'd rather, yeah, no, would rather this. Would rather this. I think I'd rather that. I'd rather a Tino captain than a Bruno captain. I don't know why. Oh my god, I feel sick. um, double down on Hall's AA. It's only Division 3. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. It's Division 3. No risk of relegate. That is exactly my thought process, Liam. And just captain him and just go like, because the thing is, it's not the end of the world captain because he will come off the bench. You know what I mean? If he doesn't play, if he doesn't start, that's if this was Division 2. If this team was Division 2, I would not do this. But because it's Division 3, I'm thinking, screw it. And to be honest, watch this team go out, yeah, and then Osula won't play. Or some, you know what I mean? It'll just be, I mean, Osula's going to play, but it'll be like Ramsey not playing. They'll be like, okay. Or watch me throw this team and just Evan Nilsson randomly just doesn't play. And you're just like, okay. Oh. Yo, Hot Freshie, how you doing, mate? Alright. That's the positive reinforcement I needed, Liam. Um, Kaiserslautern. There we go, mate. So yeah, it's yeah, just a headache everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. But I don't want to miss that. The thing is, realistically, Pope is way more likely to get a clean sheet than Dubravka. He is more likely. So I've just got to go with that. What's your thoughts on Walt made? Great signing. I mean, obviously we'll see how he does in the Premier League. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Hopefully he does well. We'll of course be watching him. I don't think he's going to play this game week. Well, it's just very unlike. It's very unlike Eddie Howe for him to play straight away. I'll be very surprised if he plays straight away. So we'll see how he is after the international break. Both brilliant, both the first choice strikers who I have are out this week. Oh no. What for Kaiserslautern? Yeah, not what you want. And then the champion teams can just be Dubravka's all over the gaff. Dubravka, and then we'll have Livra, Daniel Byrne, Bruno Guimaraes, Elliot Anderson, Harvey Barnes, Kuba Trippier, could you? Nah. Dickey is gonna play. Oh, Lloyd Kelly. Might have to throw Lloyd Kelly in there. That fixture's probably pretty good for them. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Livramento's gonna cook me this weekend. I can already tell. I'm putting too much faith in Livramento, but oh well. Oh well. Watch Livramento just score like 20 this game week. By the way, it's just so obviously gonna happen. And then I'm just gonna look back at this and just be like, I'm an idiot. But oh well. Game's the game, eh? Game is the game. Oh, I'm not using Marcus Tavernier. Oh, maybe I'll use Tavernier and actually no, we'll go with that. It's fun. Tyler Adams, Osula, and then probably the other Bournemouth guy I'm not using. Brooks, Christie. Let's go with Ryan Christie. Dan Burn can have the armband. There we go. Spent like $35 all on Trafford. Damn, that was. Why would you do that a few weeks ago? And now I'm praying he doesn't get replaced. Yeah, that is risky. Oh, Bruno, massive fan, mate. Massive fan. Hopefully you do well this weekend. I'm thinking of starting a budget JPL team. Any tips? My tip is to message Seeb, who is a JPL expert. That is my tip. If you don't know who that is, then you know what? I'm just going to link you my JPL video, and then you can go in the description and have a little look. JPL Flindle. Hopefully that, there we are. Look at that, pops up straight away. Things you'd love to see. There you go, a little plug. There you go, mate. Look in the description of that video, and you'll find yourself a league expert who will know way more about the JPL than I will. So if you message him, he'll probably be like, yeah, this dude looks good right now. Go for him. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's go. Let's just double down on the Lewis Hall. If Lewis Hall doesn't start this game week, then tears will be shed. And I'm not talking like outside wooden type vibes. You know what I mean? I'm talking like, do you know what I mean? Proper-ish. Kluivert is my only one there, and this probably has to be a midfielder by the name of David Brooks or Sean Longstaff. Let's go with Longstaff, seeing as I have two of them. And we'll give the armband to Justin Kluivert. Sure, even though Kluivert's actually, you know what? Screw Justin Kluivert. Hold up, I'm giving it to my man, Lewis Miley. Miley. What a goat. Wara Lewis Miley. And then we'll go into All-Star for this team, because we might have someone that will do something. Ramsdale, short. We could throw a Trippier. Why not? Got no more littles, so then Matt Target. Fuck. I mean, we could use a Fabian share. Why not? I guess this is the way I don't think it will go, but probably will end up going that way. Almiron, yes. Murphy will definitely come off the bench, so we'll definitely throw him on there. And then we could do XP for Isak, because I don't think any of their... Wilson actually will probably come off the bench, won't he? So, do you know what? This team can kind of be... I might just throw Isak and get XP on him. Or we could put Malik Thior in there, but then that doesn't really make sense to have him in with Cher. Because at the moment these are all maybe we put, because these all have a chance of playing. Actually, to be fair, saying that, we got DMP goalkeeper anyway, so we might as well just play for XP. So we'll put Isak in there, give it Almiron. I'm actually going to take out Wilson because I'm not bothered about his XP. Just put Gordon in there for some more XP on him. And then this other champion team is just going to be for XP as well. So we're just going to throw in the players that we want XP in. Actually, saying that, we might as well just put in All-Star because Almiron is going to get us good XP. So Dennis... I mean, Trippier's at least coming off the bench, so we'll take that. Malik Thior, because he could play. Tonali XP, yes please. Almiron, going to be captain. Isak, sure. And then round off the squad with... Gordon will probably be a good one to get XP on as well, because we could put it's either David Brooks probably makes the most sense because he's actually going to be playing. Well, probably come off the bench or something, so we'll go with that. Hello, Thomas Hayden. Gotta get going. Have a great win. Thank you, Mihai. Appreciate that. Classic Prem forward for a 1 week punt. Classic Prem forward for a 1 week punt. It's for a team in Div 2. Hello, Thomas. How you doing, mate? Are you asking me who you should get? Dara? Alright, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, nice. I might buy a goalkeeper just to have another team for XP. What do you guys think? Should we get another goalkeeper? That reminds me, actually, I should probably go on to players that are not playing or that I've not used and try and sell them. Because we did buy John Stones for this week, so players like Barry, I need to just try and... Oh, okay, I can't even sell them anyway. Do we buy another goalkeeper just to get XP on some of these players? Like Sven Botman, I'd like to get XP on. Is there any goalkeeper that I'm trying to get for the future anyway? But they'd probably be overpriced right now because it's deadline. Like, I was interested to get Meatov because he's a Cambridge United legend, and I might go into Challenger anyway because we have £7.30. Is that decent? I don't know. No, yeah, not long ago it was like £4. So I'm essentially going to be paying double just to get XP. Not really worth it, is it? Especially over international break. Oh, actually, he probably pays for Bulgaria. Honestly, it could be. Playing for Bulgaria. Let's have a look. Oh no. Wait. He did play there. Yeah. Yeah, he does play for Bulgaria, doesn't he? So it's probably not going to go down in price. Do I need a keeper for international break? Let's have a look. Probably. I mean, probably not. Like, I don't really have a lot going on yet. I have Dubravka. Alright. Probably not going to get Meatov then. What do we think, guys? Challenger goalkeeper or Eredivisie keeper? I definitely probably need. Hmm. Oh, we have 0% here. Can we get to 4%? Who would we have to put in? I wonder if we put Asula for bonds. I wonder, let's have a look. Osula! How much was his L15? It's got to be quite low, surely. Oh no, wow. Damn, fair enough. Fair enough. Christie? Maybe if we put Christie for Kelly? Or something like that. Ryan Christie. Dun dun dun. 42. So we could take out Burn, maybe. Oh, then we might get the multi-club bonus actually. Oh yeah, if we got. Oh no. We need to get. We need to put like a Bournemouth. Like if we put Adams here, do we get 6%? Yeah, we do. No, we don't. Yeah, we do. Don't want to do that. Do you know what? Sure. Bit of fun in it. Bit of fun. Just to be fair, champion I'm not really too bothered about. Might as well just throw a 6% in there. And then this one, who did we not use? Bruno and Daniel Byrne. Oh, we got Dan Byrne already in this one. Damn. So we'll have to take one from this team. So Longstaff maybe. Is there a way we can get 6% on this one? Oh yeah, if we use Bruno, Longstaff, and Kluivert, I think it is. Bruno, Longstaff, and Kluivert. There we go. Nice. We'll give the armband to Bruno. Give the armband to Bruno. Oh, I thought that was 6%. Oh no, it's not. Because Kluivert. So how would we do that unless we played? Let's take out Tavernier. Put Longstaff. Oh, that's not Longstaff. Longstaff wishes, mate. Longstaff wishes he was Elliot Anderson. Who would work here? We have a problem. We have a problem. I don't know who to pick. Nah, not gonna work for 6%, is it? It's just gonna have to stay at 4%. But I'll tell you what, we will put a Sula in here. Sula. There we go. There we go. Decent little 4% side, and then we'll put Justin in this one. And then the only thing we have left to choose is whether or not we pick up maybe just a DME goalkeeper to get some more. Yeah, to get one more team out in champion. Let's have a look. Shall we do it? We don't have any. Yeah, if we picked up a keeper, it doesn't make sense, like, for us to go and get like a Bergstrom. Decisions. Could potentially get an island, to be fair. Because then we have the backup for if Odi Aziz does get injured. And Nyland will play for Norway, but I don't think that really matters too much. Man, this week would be intense. Last game week before international breaks. Yeah. And then we could use Nyland actually in the second La Liga team as well. Ooh, that actually might be a play. Should we get Nyland? Because then we will get to use him for. Yeah, and that does make. Oh. Because then, yeah. Oh, I don't know what to do. Do you think we should get an island? Because I think either way. Well, I think we should get him, but then it's just whether or not he will like play. You know what I mean? It's just whether or not we put him in this team or not. But yeah, I think we should get him, and then because then we have the backup goalkeeper anyway. We're gonna have the Sevilla keep. If we get Nyland, we're gonna have the Sevilla keeper. Like either way, you know what I mean? It's either gonna be Odysseus or Nyland. You know what I mean? And then we can use Odysseus in champion to get more XP anyway. So yeah, maybe we'll pick up a Nyland, and it's just whether or not we use him this game week in the £4.86. Yeah, kind of tempting. I think that's not a bad price. I mean, I know he's probably gonna get dropped, but still, I feel like that's not a terrible price for him. £5, £3, yeah, £4 is relatively low. I guess it like obviously that's because he's actually 40% to be playing. It's really hard to tell, isn't it? Hard to tell if he's gonna play or not. Because if he's gonna play, then it is definitely a good purchase, isn't it? What do we think, ABX? Should we get one in? Should we get one in? Because then we'll have another team to play in Champion for XP, and then we can put him in the second Liga team. Oh mate, because you're still not registered. What is these? Even though Oddies is going to be playing for Greece, isn't he, as well? I'm going to have so many international keepers. I feel like maybe I should get Nyland anyway, because he's going to start for Norway. Maybe his price might be more when he's playing for Norway anyway. Potentially. Maybe we buy Nyland just for this game week, and then we sell him ahead of the next. Maybe not like so. Maybe we use him for this game week, and then sell him in the international period. Potentially. I don't feel like we would lose that much either. I guess we sell him if he doesn't start for Sevilla, or when Odi Aziz registers. Screw it. We'll go with it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can try and hustle a cheaper one. Maybe let's see if we can get a little cheeky little deal. Because he's only 40%, so maybe they'll be like, oh screw it, let me just try and sell him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, don't have any more £3.50s. Alright, let's see. See if any of these get back to me, eh? Jacob Ramsey starts for Newcastle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, he should Thomas, but it's very risky. He should, but the problem with Ramsey is, well, this is the thing. Oh yeah, you would yeah. I guess I don't know. 60, 70%, like 65%. Hard to tell, man. I think Nyland will be back up soon when yeah. When they've registered him, yeah, I know. Maybe you already said that. Yep, I know. He I have Oddies. I have two Oddies, so that's fine. If Nyland long story short, I think I'm just gonna buy him just to have another champion lineup. And maybe I can try and sell him before next game week anyway, potentially. And Nyland, I can use him for this game week as well on top of that, because I have Oddies in net right now, if that makes sense. Pretty much, Nyland makes a lot of sense. Pretty much, long story short. Because I can put him where Oddies is, then I can use Oddies in champion, and then even when Nyland gets dropped, I have Oddies, and hopefully I can sell Nyland over international break anyway, because he'll be starting for Norway, so I might even get back similar prices to what I paid for him, maybe even if it was only like £2 something, then yeah, it might be alright. We might be alright anyway. Starting keeper won't be cheaper than £3 anyway, I don't think. Especially if people might think, because if he does play for Oddies this weekend, people might think, oh, he's going to be the starting goalkeeper still. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Nyland does make a lot of sense. If I can buy him now, super cheap, sell him for this price in international break, then it makes sense. The only bad thing is the only worst case scenario for me is if I buy him now and he doesn't play at the weekend. That would be worst case scenario. But as things stand, I mean, Odyssey's still not even registered, so yeah, yeah. Are these guys gonna reply to me? Come on, man, come on, man, come on, man. See if we've got any updates. Updated an hour ago. Okay. Okay. No update, no recent updates anyway that I can see. They're not going to get back to me with an island, so that's fine. Because then I can put an island in here and pray that he plays. Is it the deadline's it's a flexi deadline though today, right? I think it's a flexi deadline. Hmm. Can I sell these guys? No. 26 minutes. Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna bother with the islands then. Seeing as these guys are not gonna reply anyways, so we'll just cancel them. It's fine, we won't bother. We won't bother, we don't need the XP, it's fine. We'll just lock in what we have. It's all good. The only thing I do need to do is remind myself who... Okay, Stones is who we bought, isn't it? That's fine. That is fine. Alright guys, cool. Locked in. Alright, I'm locked in for the weekend. If no one needs any help with anything, I'm going to end the stream here because I need to get ready for work in a couple of hours, and also I'm going to be uploading a video in about an hour. And I spent a lot. Well, this one was a very fun one to record. So yeah, that's going to be. I love the Friday vids. The Friday vids are so fun to record. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to shoot off for today, guys. Appreciate everyone that stopped by. And yeah, hopefully good luck with the lineups. Mine are an absolute headache. I will be streaming on I'll be streaming on Saturday probably. I'm usually streaming on Saturday anyway. The matches. I believe I'll be watching a Newcastle game. Hopefully Lewis Hall starts. Hopefully yeah, Hall starts and everyone starts who I think is going to, and then yeah, happy days. But yeah, appreciate everyone stopping by, and I'll catch you guys Saturday in a bit.